Attention passionate Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news, gentlemen and ladies. If you've been paying close attention to the NFC West lately, you know things are heating up. And no, I'm not just talking about the weather in Seattle. Although, let's be honest, it's always a little unpredictable here. What's really shaking the division is the latest whisperings from league insiders about a blockbuster trade that could reshape the Seahawks' future and send shockwaves through the NFC. The buzz? Trent Williams, the legendary tackle of the San Francisco 49ers, might be heading north to join Seattle. Yeah, you heard that right. While it sounds almost too good to be true, the rumors are swirling that the Seahawks are in serious talks to acquire Williams in what would be one of the most impactful moves in recent franchise history. Now, let's break down what this could mean for Seattle. Trent Williams, at 37 years old, is a titan on the offensive line. He's not just any veteran. He's arguably one of the best tackles in the league, and his track record backs that up. Over his 14-year career, Williams has been a dominant force, earning 11 Pro Bowl selections and 3 All-Pro honors. His impact on the field is undeniable, with a career pass block win rate averaging over 92%, allowing just 18 sacks in total. That's elite, folks. Imagine him anchoring this Seahawks offensive line, especially after dealing with injuries to Abraham Lucas and Charles Cross, which have hampered the protection lately. With Williams in the fold, the Seahawks' pass protection could become a fortress, significantly reducing sacks and creating more opportunities for Geno Smith to operate comfortably in the pocket. But it's not just about protecting Geno. Williams is a run-blocking beast with an impressive grade of 89.4 and a PFF score of 91.5. His ability to open lanes for Kenneth Walker and the ground game would be a game-changer, especially in a division as tough as the NFC West, where every yard counts and physicality is king. Seahawks fans know that establishing a powerful run game is key to controlling the clock, keeping defenses honest, and setting up play-action opportunities. Williams' presence on the line would turn the Seahawks' offense into a more balanced, more dangerous unit. Looking at his recent performances, Williams has maintained a high level of play even into his late 30s. In 2025, he's played 9 games, boasting a 92% pass block win rate, allowing only 2 sacks and maintaining a run block grade of 89. He's been remarkably durable, only limited by a hip contusion, and has played 90% of snaps without any noticeable decline in performance. That kind of consistency is rare, especially at his age. His strength in anchoring against power rushers and his ability to generate extra ground yards, over plus 250 yards compared to the average, make him a true game winner. His style of play can elevate the entire offensive line and, by extension, the team's offensive efficiency. Now, why would the 49ers even consider trading such a cornerstone? Well, the reasons are rooted in cap space and roster management. The Niners are sitting at a 7-3 record, but their defense has been leaking points, allowing an average of 24.2 points per game, and they're facing tough decisions with their salary cap. With around $15 million in cap space, San Francisco is looking to extend key players like Nick Bosa, while also managing their financial flexibility for the future. Trading Williams for a couple of draft picks, including a second-rounder and a conditional third, makes strategic sense. It's a move similar to what the Cowboys did last year with Tyron Smith, prioritizing youth and cap flexibility over keeping veteran talent for a shot at a Super Bowl that might be just out of reach this season. The 49ers are focused on building for 2026 and beyond, especially with a strong core of young players, even if it means parting ways with a future Hall of Famer. For Seattle, this potential trade could be nothing short of revolutionary. Imagine Trent Williams lining up on that left side, protecting Geno Smith's blind spot, creating mismatches against opposing defenses. With Williams solidifying the line, the Seahawks' offense could see a significant boost, reducing sacks from 32 to around 20, increasing expected points added per run by 20% and pushing their points per game from 22.8 to potentially 27. That's a massive upgrade. It's about more than just numbers, it's about confidence. The Seahawks would have a veteran anchor who commands respect, who can mentor Cross and Lucas, and who can turn a shaky line into a formidable force. And let's not forget, the Seahawks are right in the thick of the playoff hunt. Sitting at 5-5, every game matters, and upgrading the offensive line is a surefire way to improve their chances of making a deep postseason run. This move could also shift the division landscape. The 49ers, who are currently holding onto the division lead, might find themselves struggling more without Williams anchoring their line. Meanwhile, Seattle could leapfrog into a more dominant position, especially if the offense becomes more explosive and the defense can capitalize on increased possessions and turnovers generated by a stronger offensive front. Looking ahead, the impact of this trade could be felt all the way to Super Bowl LX. If Williams joins the Seahawks, their odds to win it all could jump significantly. According to some betting outlets, the Seahawks are currently at plus 15-0 to win the Super Bowl, but with Williams in the lineup, those odds could improve to around plus 5-0. That's a huge shift, and it underscores how much a single player, especially one of Trent Williams' caliber, can influence a team's championship prospects. His presence would serve as an X-factor in the playoffs, providing stability and experience at a critical position when it matters most. Of course, all of this hinges on how the Seahawks and 49ers can find common ground with the trade, and whether Williams is willing to move. But the mere possibility is enough to excite every Seahawks fan, imagining him in the navy and neon green, dominating on the line, and leading this team into the postseason with renewed confidence and fire. It's a move that could redefine the franchise's trajectory and set them up as serious contenders for years to come. In the grand scheme of things, this potential acquisition signals a shift. The Seahawks are not just content with current success, they're aiming higher. They're positioning themselves to compete with the best in the league, and adding a player like Trent Williams would be a bold statement of intent. It's about building an unstoppable offense, protecting Geno, and giving Kenneth Walker the lanes he needs to break free. It's about creating a team that can withstand the toughest defenses and emerge victorious when it matters most. And if this move happens, you can bet that the entire Seahawks nation will be riding this wave of excitement through the rest of the season and into the playoffs. So, my fellow Seahawks fans, keep your eyes peeled and your spirits high. The possibility of Trent Williams coming to Seattle isn't just a rumor, it's a potential game changer. We're witnessing a pivotal moment in Seahawks history, and whether it materializes or not, it's a testament to how hungry and ambitious this team has become. They're not settling for mediocrity. They're aiming for greatness, and with a little luck, a bit of strategic genius, and maybe a little bit of Seahawks magic, we could be looking at a team that not only makes the playoffs, but makes a deep run and brings another Lombardi home. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. With all that being said, the Seahawks are at a crossroads, and this potential trade could be the catalyst that propels them into a new era of dominance. The division is tough, the competition fierce, but Seattle has always been a team that fights tooth and nail. Adding Trent Williams would be the ultimate statement that they're in it to win it, serious about competing for championships now and in the future. This isn't just about one player, it's about sending a message to the league that Seattle is back on the map, ready to take its rightful place among the NFL's elite. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Seattle Seahawks. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seattle Seahawks news.